I'm Penelope.
And I'm Daniel. And this is
Atoka,
which is actually cranberry in Iroquois native language because of the color. So Atoka is a Ford 2015 diesel truck. We bought this version, which is the extended 148 wheelbase. So shorter, tighter turns, but a very long hanging part that is great for having a bed area. We have our solar panels on the top. We have 500 watts of solar. We also have two fans, two maximum fans, max air, to have that really good circulation of air, to be able to avoid any air conditioning during the summer, but also when we're doing our cooking, remove all the humidity. We also have here in the back a Sure Call booster, which is for a cell phone signal. That way we can increase the range of signal and we can use it to work inside and always have a great connection. We have two lovely windows on the side right there. The turn overland windows that they can open, swing open. There's also blinds integrated that we'll see in the inside. Yeah, we live in Montreal. We live in an apartment and we had, by luck, a bit of space on the curb, and we actually work on the curb. So we were right there on the streets with a lot of people passing by with our power tools, the saws, the table saw, and everything working right off the street. We weren't builders, so like we did have a bit of experience in playing with the power tools and finishing the work. And she was the boss, and it's like, no, honestly, this does not go through. We do it again, do it again, do it again. Now it's good. All right, we can move on to the next project. Welcome to the inside of our van. So what we have here is the kitchen area. So we split the countertop in two sections to have the cooking area right by the door. We use propane to cook, and we have the prep area here with all of our cutlery inside, just above the tiny space that was left over above the fridge. We have this 12-volt fridge from Truck Fridge. That was a neat find. It's the exact same interior components and compressor as the Webasto isotherm model, but half the price because it's designed for tractor pullers. We're really happy about this find. Otherwise, we have here our other appliances that we use regularly. We're lucky to have quite a lot of amp hours on our battery setup, so we can have electric toaster and electric coffee machine as well. We have our cupboards right here with all the food preps, the oils, and so forth. We have a bit of food storage here as well. So for pastas and stuff, that is neatly there. When we're looking at mainly the cooking area, we have our water right there. We have this little tiny faucet that is actually designed for filtered water that you would normally see right beside the main faucet. But we thought that it would look sleeker, tinier. But the other nice piece about it is that it swings back to the other side, so we can fill our water bottles when we're driving because everything's hooked up. We went for a deep sink like everybody else because you can put a couple of dishes and drive around and not have to do them all the time. We have here the crazy large cupboard that has everything in there. So from pots, pans, and so forth. So there's airbags right beside. You should be checking when you're doing the lookup on your van if it's fine with your design. Here with the cupboards that we have, right inside, we have some good storage as well. This is where we have our water heater. It's an electric water heater, 4 gallons. And then we have some setups here for being able to control the limit of time. Since it's consuming a lot of electricity, we want to make sure that it's on a timer so we never forget it, that it does not empty our batteries. We have here interrupters or switches for our water system, and also level monitors. Honestly, we never use the water monitors. We just go to the back and see how much water is left. So I'm not sure it's worth the investment for that and all the wiring that you have to do for that. Just 2 switches is totally fine for us. Right below, we have our Webasto diesel heater. So this is a nice investment that we did to make sure that we were warm. We want to use our van for season. It's all fully insulated, but you need to have a heat source. And this heat source, it's fed up right from the diesel tank. So there's not much we need to do to maintain it. And we have right here our thermostat to the side. And another neat feature that is, because we tried to develop our van and design it based on future needs also, we're looking to have a dog. We're expecting it in a few months. So this dog, we want it to be able to go from the front of the van, so it'll actually be able to go there. We'll be moving all around those pieces so that they're not in the way of the dog, but that dog will be able to go from the front, get pet, and go all the way back to its mattress, depending on where it fits better or where it likes to be sitting around. Otherwise, right here, we have our bathroom, which is not finished yet. At some point, you have to call it a day and enjoy your van too. We didn't finish the shower, but it's gonna be right here. There's a pan that is 2 feet by 3 feet. And in that pan, we put our composting toilet. It's a Nature's Head toilet. So that with the little venting that goes out to the under of the car. We pass a few cables here, but we're gonna have a little shower head that will be right here. So that way we can spray. There's no issues with the Nature Head. As long as you pierce hole in it, it's not gonna flood or anything.
So I do press relations for designers and architects, and specialize in design and architecture, which is my expertise. So yeah.
And I studied industrial design, but never did any design either. I went into marketing, and now I'm a brand manager for a power tool company.
So this is the living area and the dining area and the office space as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of space here because we work full time. So we really wanted to have like a very comfortable space for to be able to work 8 hours a day. And it's also very nice to just enjoy, and like you can just sit here and Dan can just sit here and we can have this beautiful view. So that's why we actually we installed the windows on that side. It's because we wanted to have like the panoramic feel, which is very cool. It works pretty well. The only thing with those windows, as you can see, there's an issue because they open like they're swing open, and so the door is in the way. So you really have to be careful to not open it all the way, but we're pretty used to it right now. So we know that we open only this, and when the door is closed, it's fine, we can open all the way. So we have those benches. We made the custom made foam, which is really hard, and it's perfect for working and very comfortable. We love those. And then we have the table here, so it's a sliding table, of course, here, and it goes all the way here. So we have like, I think it's 35 inches long. So, and we have like 22 inches wide. So one thing about this table is we had to, as I said, we had to work, so we need a lot of space for our laptops. The height of the table is really important, because a usual height when you have a dining table is a little bit higher, office table is a little bit lower. So we kind of had to manage between those heights, and we decided to be like really, so you are really comfortable when you work on the laptop, so it's not too high. And actually when we eat, it's totally fine to be a little bit lower. So we're really happy with this table. It works really well. And then I can talk about the storage we have underneath. So we wanted first to do our own drawers, but we decided to just buy some IKEA stuff, which is easier and it fits perfectly, so it's great. So we do have a lot of storage. I didn't expect to have that much, honestly. So we have all the food here. We have food here too, and here we have everything for toilets and like cleaning stuff. So this is like the bathroom cabinet, we'll say. And then we have this one, which is we have the our little gas stove, and we have all the Tupperware.
For us, it was great because we did actually use our skills to some extent because we had the knowledge too. So 3D rendering, a bit of AutoCAD to do the layouts.
And the understanding of the space and how it works when you're like stand up, you're sit down.
Ergonomics and everything. We could refer back to our old manuals, but also doing like and doing a dummy of everything in cardboard. So it took us about a couple of hours. I did get to the hospital because of it, because I managed to slice my foot with an X-Acto knife.
So one thing that we really like also is the lights. So the lighting, we split it in 3 different areas. So we can have one, so we have one for the kitchen area. We have one for the living room, so when we work. And we have one for the bedroom. So we have, and we of course have the one for the bathroom. So as you can see, there's a lot of lights because we didn't want to have any shadows. So when you put only like 4 very bright lights, it's good enough for the lighting, but the shadows are like very disturbing. So we prefer to have dimmers. So you just put a lot of lights, a lot of spots, but you can dim to have like a nicer lighting. So this is for the light. And you can see like the ceiling, we have wood paneling, pine paneling everywhere. We kind of didn't know at first if we wanted to have it white or natural. So we decided to have the walls white and to let the ceiling in the natural wood color, which we really enjoy. And it matches really well with the cabinets that we did ourselves. This is plywood and this is cane webbing. So we actually just put like a lot of staples all around just to make sure that it's and we're pretty happy with them. We love them. And we decided to, over here, this is kind of a last decision, to not put a door on it, just to have kind of a feeling of breathing, and especially when you enter the van, you don't have like something solid in your face. So it's like airy, and you have also, of course, those plastic plants. And this is the bed. So I'm gonna show you, because right now what you see is a single size bed. So the mattress right now, we have 2 and they are stacked. And so what we do is actually very simple. We just put the cushions down because we need the backrest of the couch to support the bed. So we just put that, there you go. So here we just hold it tight, and then you just slide, and then it comes with the bed. and there you go. So we have 2 mattresses, and we push the other one here, and we take this one and we put it here. So we have like a queen, almost a king size bed. So this is very comfortable.
That's a good question that we got from a few friends, like how is it working with proximity? Like totally fine. Like I'm literally a meter and a half away from Penelope 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Because either we're sitting together while driving, I'm at the bathroom, she's at the sitting or in the bed. So in the like honestly, we have no issue with that.
No, but we love to cuddle.
Yeah, we love to cuddle. There you go.
Like all the time.
So we're okay. Yeah, I think.
We're like, where are you? You're here.
Okay. You were far. You were far. I couldn't see you.
You're too far. Come closer.
But I would understand that for other couples, where they need more of their me time.
We don't for now.
Yeah, but we're good. We're good so far. So now you can see our garage. Just before tackling this area, I just want to mention that, like we said, we have 2 fans, one just above our bed, so that way we can push some air on ourselves during the night, especially during warm summers. And on the left-hand side right here, we have the antenna, the indoor antenna of the SureCall booster, so that way we have a really good connection with the 3G or LTE within the van. In our garage, first area here is more about the storage, where we have our hiking boots, our camera equipment, our drone, always some spare peat moss here with us. So for a composting toilet, we have a bit of gas and other components here. We actually are going around with all our power tools, screws, tape, everything, just in case, because it was our test run, there's anything that we need to fix. On the middle, as you can see, and they're quite huge, these are two 33-gallon tanks, so over 120 liters each. And the reason, and you might say it's a bit odd to have two of those, is one is really for fresh water that we want to be able to use to drink and cook, and the other one's for hot water for both of our showers. At some point we'll be installing rain collectors, so that way we can have just rainwater in there. We don't need to make sure that it's treated. We don't never drink hot water anyways as it goes through the water heater. We use threaded PVC tubing. Honestly, it's a bit of overkill and overpriced. PEX is probably the way to go. It's easier, but it's flexible, so sometimes you can tuck it inside the different holes. On the other side here, we have the electric system. This is the battery box. As you know, you need to protect your batteries from punctures. These are 3 Renogy Smart lithium-ion batteries, and 100 amp hours each, so for a total bank of 300 amp hours. Connected with this big crazy cable here, it's a welding cable, 40 gauge, harder to find, but it's definitely worth it. We have a big inverter, 3000 watts. You want to make sure that you're all up to code, I would say, so making sure that you're safe, so making sure that the proper wiring is there. Do your research, ask a few friends, electricians, other van lifers. There's lots of source of information for that. Our Renogy inverter here, 3000 watts, is also a charger, so we're gonna soon have a plug here to be able to direct when we're in a campground. We try to avoid those, but if it's necessary, we could do it. We have our kill switch, our fuse, and then the back, we'll see later, some fuse box for the 12 volt. Our batteries are currently charged by 2 means, since we don't have the charging cable right now for when we're at a campground. So we use both alternator and solar power. So with 500 watts of solar panel, 3 panels that we have from New Power, and our alternator is plugged in via the Renogy DC-DC MPPT combo. So it uses both, but just one caveat with this. So it's great, it's one box that does both the MPPT and the DC-DC charger, but it has a max input current of 40 amps when you're driving, so you're not necessarily maxing out of your capacity of your alternator. It takes a bit of time, otherwise it overheats. I've been on the phone a lot of times with Renogy. Surprisingly, I really got some good feedback and insights on how to tweak some little things using the setups with the Bluetooth app. So we managed to find our way. We're not maximizing it, but it works perfectly fine. We have a lot of 120 volts outlet. On the water, like we mentioned, we have 2 showers. So we'll have this valve here. So this is for exterior shower. We use it as well a lot right now to clean stuff. So we can clean the buckets, we can clean our shoes or my feet, because I love to walk around barefoot. So it's really neat that way. Everything that you see on Instagram and everything is not necessarily like it is. Yes, you can be lucky and find a beach spot. But somebody's not gonna wake up in your bed with a bikini every day, just like on those stupid Instagram pictures all the time. So,
no.